You think you're going to attain self-mastery. You think you're going to create the life you want. You think you're going to become a disciplined stoic in the markets with this current behavior, with this doom scrolling habit. No, you don't stand a chance. You're easily influenced. You're easily distracted, which makes you easy prey, which makes you vulnerable. You are essentially a leaf in the wind. You stand for nothing. You change nothing. You become nothing. Okay, guys, here we go. Here we go, guys. What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to another trading video. So it is currently the 23rd of November 2024, and as always I have another writing reflection for you guys. So this writing reflection is about social media. It's about your daily screen time, and in the year 2024 it's brilliant. Okay, everybody has an iPhone, everybody has access to the internet, and for me, I see it as a gift and a curse. It's a gift because you can find out anything you want. You can trade online. You can trade from anywhere in the world. You can discover, learn, and connect with people from all over the world. But it's also a curse because if left unchecked, if left unwatched, you'll spiral out of control. But you just have to look around you, and what do you see? Everybody's on their phones. Everybody's addicted to social media. Everybody is always consuming 60-second content. The modern man's attention span is absolutely destroyed. I'll give you a quick story. So yesterday I was in the gym, okay? And, my number one rule for going into the gym is if I take my mobile phone in the gym, it's on silent, it's in my gym bag. I do not touch it. I do not go on it. Because if I'm at the gym, my intent, my focus, my objective is to be in the gym, is to train hard, is to push myself, push my ability, okay? And I've noticed this years ago, but yesterday was a real big eye-opener, as always. I was in the gym, okay, and I looked up, and there was about 5 or 6 people in there, and I'd say 80 to 90% of people were just on their phones. They were sat on their bench, just doom scrolling Instagram, just doom scrolling on their phones, and it's like, what are you doing? What result, what outcome do you think you're going to get with that behavior? How you do anything is how you do everything. You're doom scrolling. Like, what are you doing? And as traders especially, we need to be fully on point and fully prepared at all times. We need to protect our attention. We need to be monitoring our habits, monitoring, our social media addiction, making sure we are staying on top of it. So before I dive any deeper, let me read out the writing reflection and we will break it down in more depth after. So let's get to it. Imagine what you could actually achieve if you finally put down that phone for once. Most people wake up instantly on their phones, picking up straight where they left off, doom scrolling away, flooding their mind with pointless, irrelevant propaganda. Understand how destructive this actually is. You wonder why you don't have any clarity. You wonder why you have brain fog. You wonder why you feel so insecure, depleted, and anxious. You wonder why you jump the gun in the markets. You check in with everybody else, but when do you actually check in with yourself? Never. When was the last time you sat down with yourself and turned off all distractions and technology? When was the last time you left the house without your phone? When was the last time you didn't take your phone into the toilet? The modern man has now become a digital slave, consumed and controlled by these digital leeches, sucking away your creative power, sucking away your peace of mind, sucking away the present moment. If left unchecked, if left unwatched, it will spiral out of control. It will consume you. It will destroy you. It will deplete you. Everybody has greatness within, but very few unleash it. They're too sucked into the digital world. They're too worried and concerned about what their favorite influencer is wearing or doing. You must put down your phone before it's too late. Limit your inputs, protect your mind, protect your attention at all costs. You honestly think you're going to attain self-mastery. You think you're going to create the life you want. You think you're going to become a disciplined stoic in the markets with this current behavior, with this doom scrolling habit. No, you don't stand a chance. You're easily influenced. You're easily distracted, which makes you easy prey, which makes you vulnerable, which makes you a leaf in the wind, blowing in all directions, standing for nothing, changing nothing, becoming nothing. You think you're going to sit patiently and wait for a trading setup to develop when you can't even go 5 minutes without a quick doom scroll. You think you're going to pull your bloodline out of obscurity when you can't even sit with your own thoughts for longer than 5 minutes. Enough is enough. You owe yourself that much. You owe yourself your full attention. Checking in with yourself is your only priority. However, I'm not saying it's all bad. It's great to have an abundance of information out there. It's great to connect with people from all over the world. It's great to be able to place trading positions at any given time. But with great power comes great responsibility. It's down to you to use it for good. It's down to you to monitor your behavior and habits in the digital world. Every time you go on your phone, you must ask yourself why. You're bored, not good enough. You want to doom scroll Instagram girls, not good enough. You want to see what's going on in the markets, not good enough. You want to see if Bitcoin has gone to the moon, not good enough. If it's not part of the plan, cut it out. If it's not part of your routine, slay it. If it doesn't serve you, destroy it. If it's a waste of time, kill it. This mindset, this attitude, this philosophy is very important for life. However, even more important, even more meaningful in the trading realm. The number one reason why traders fail is due to boredom, due to the lack of action, lack of excitement, lack of dopamine in the markets. Trading is 90% waiting, 10% execution. This means 90% of the time you will just be observing and waiting. So if you cannot sit alone with your own thoughts for longer than 5 minutes, if you cannot embrace the boredom in your daily life without a quick doom scroll, then what makes you think you'll do it in the trading realm? What makes you think you'll be able to wait for days, weeks, or even months for a high probability trade to develop without giving in to boredom? You won't. You never will. You'll continue to jump the gun time and time again. You'll make the same mistake time and time again. How you do anything is how you do everything. If you're impulsive on your phone, then you'll be impulsive in the markets. If you cannot embrace boredom in your daily life, then you certainly won't be able to do it in the markets. So again, every time you go on your phone, you must ask yourself why. If you don't need to be on there, if it's not part of the plan or routine, then cut it out. Because the longer you stay on there, the longer you leave it, the more destructive the habit will become, the more it will influence your trading and hinder your results. So understand, the choices you make right here and now are the most important because they shape your tomorrow, they shape your future, they shape your destiny. Make them count. You owe yourself that much. Okay guys, so that is another writing reflection completed. Every time you go on your phone, every time you pull your phone out of your pocket, ask yourself why. Do you actually need to be on your phone? What are you doing on there? Do you need to be on there? No. 9 times out of 10, you probably don't be. 9 times out of 10, you are just bored, okay? The modern man, the modern person in this day and age is always on their phone, okay? You want to be great, you want to achieve greatness, then this is what it takes, and this is what you have to do. You have to monitor your digital behavior, your digital habits, because if you don't, you will spiral out of control. Because like I said at the example at the start, I was in the gym, everybody's on their phone, okay? That behavior will roll over and compound into other areas of your life. As traders, okay, we need to take everything seriously because we will be easily influenced, we will be easily distracted. You think you're going to attain self-mastery, you think you're going to create the life you want. You think you're going to become a disciplined stoic in the markets with this current behavior, with this doom scrolling habit. No, you don't stand a chance. You're easily influenced. You're easily distracted, which makes you easy prey, which makes you vulnerable. Okay, you are essentially a leaf in the wind. You stand for nothing. You change nothing. You become nothing. Because I truly believe every single individual has greatness within them. They have so much potential. They have so much power that they possess. But every day that passes, okay, technology is becoming more and more ingrained into society and people cannot even sit for 5 minutes on their own. Like I said, because my writing reflections, guys, everything I write is addressed at myself, at my younger self. My social media habit, my social media addiction was very bad, okay? This is why I write to myself to overcome, to change. I used to take my phone into the toilet. I would go into the toilet, I would be on my phone for fucking 20 minutes. Like, what am I doing? What do I expect? Like, it's ridiculous. That behavior is a disgrace. I want greatness. I want to achieve self-mastery. I want to win. I want you guys to win. This is what we have to do. We don't want to be in this realm, okay? Because 9 times out of 10, the stuff that you consume on the internet is just propaganda. It's irrelevant. It doesn't help you. It doesn't guide you. It doesn't serve you. If anything, it's the opposite. It makes you feel like shit. You compare yourself to other people, which 90% of the time is not true. It's false. It's incorrect, okay? And then if you're always consuming 60-second content, that will influence your trading. I would always jump the gun and then I would look at my screen time and I'd be on like social media 60 minutes every single day. I would be on Instagram, I would be on YouTube, I would be on Twitter. Okay? So that's what you have to do. Okay? The modern man has now become a digital slave. I'm still here. Where was I to? Okay, so what was I saying? Right, so the modern man, mate, that guy just completely threw me off, banging on my door with a delivery. So where was I to? The modern man has now become a digital slave, okay? You see that all the time. It's only going to get worse. If we do not create our own digital philosophy, then we will just perish. We will fade away into obscurity, especially in the trading realm. We need to be monitoring our social media consumption. We need to be monitoring our screen time. Every time you go on your phone, you must ask yourself why. If you're bored, that is not a good enough reason, okay? Because we know we need to master and embrace boredom in the trading. So if you're bored, the worst thing you could do is pull out your phone and start scrolling Instagram or scrolling social media. We need to learn to embrace boredom. We need to learn to master it. So every time you're bored, okay, don't pull out your phone. Just sit there with your own thoughts. Pick up a book, read, write, journal. You want to doom scroll Instagram girls. That's not a good enough reason. I used to do that all the time. I used to go on Instagram and you look at all these hot girls on Instagram. How is that helping you? How is that serving you? It's not. It's unrealistic. It's fake. It's not relevant for us. It's propaganda. Okay? You want to see what's going on in the markets? Again, not a good enough reason to go on your phone. I only go on the markets. I only check the markets if it's part of my structure, if it's part of my routine. So that's London session and New York session. Any other time, I don't go on it, and then I do an evening review. If I don't need to be on the markets, if I don't need to be on the charts, I'm not on the charts. Simple as that. If it's not part of the plan, cut it out. If it's not part of your routine, slay it. If it doesn't serve you, destroy it. If it's a waste of time, kill it. That is the objective. Always talking about the metaphor with the sword. You take the sword and you slay it. You cut your phone in half. Okay? This is what you have to do. This, for me, over the last couple of months, couple of weeks, I've really doubled down on my screen time. If I don't need to be on my phone, I'm trying to keep my screen time to less than 45 minutes a day. And it's very hard because I'm trying to produce content, I'm trying to interact with you guys, but I book in my social media time. Because as I was saying, it's great to connect with people from all over the world. I've learned so much. There's so many people that I follow online that if I didn't have social media, I would have never met, I would have never learned what they have to share. It's great. It just needs to be controlled. Like I said, with great power comes great responsibility. If you give the average person a phone, they will just scroll. We are traders. We are trying to seek self-mastery. We are trying to create a life of excellence. And this is why we have to schedule in our social media. Every time you go on your phone, ask yourself why. Because as I always say in trading is 90% waiting, 10% execution. That means you have to embrace the boredom. That means you're going to be bored every single day. Trading does bore me. It really does. But I have to learn to embrace that boredom. I have to learn to master that boredom. And that's what I want you guys to take away from this video. Boredom is a good thing. Keep it boring. Keep it tedious. Keep it repetitive. And you will continue to improve. And also we have to understand the choices we make right here, right now are the most important. They are shaping our tomorrow. They are shaping our future. They are shaping our destiny. We must make them count. You owe yourself that much. You have one life, one opportunity, one shot. I want you to be great. I want to be great. I want us all to win. I want us all to master our minds and master the markets. And we will do it. It's going to take continuous repetition. It's going to take us taking the path of most resistance. Everyone's going left. We have to go right. We have to go down the path that's going to be difficult. When people are bored, they get to go on their phone. They get to look at girls on Instagram. They get to doom scroll. We have to sit there and sit on our hands and not react and not respond. Okay? There's too much at stake. All right. So I hope you got some value from this video, guys. Let me know what you think. The good, the bad, as always. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.